Hello there and welcome back to term 2. It's been a great start to the term so far. Our pupils have been very busy excelling in lessons, and we've had almost 2,000 achievement points awarded already this week. So fantastic start to term 2. There's one major update for the video this week, in addition to the written update, the written bulletin that is. And I want to talk with you about the Parents' Evening consultation. So big thank you first of all to all of you that took time to complete the consultation. We had over 600 parents respond to that, which is over 40% of our parent body. So that makes the results really valid. We're really pleased with that. So the results and also some decisions that have been made on the back of the responses, that is all contained for you in the written version of the bulletin. And I just wanted to say a little bit about that really. So first and foremost, just under 2/3 of parents wanted to remain with virtual parents' evenings, 63% of all respondents, which then leaves 37% of our parents that wanted to see a return to face-to-face. So almost a 2/3, 1/3 split. We also asked our staff the same question, and staff felt overwhelmingly that they wanted to continue with virtual parents' evenings. 85% of the 80 staff that responded wanted to do that. And I think just flicking back to the parent responses, what was really interesting is that actually the responses did differ respective to the different year groups. So what I mean by that is that in year 7, for example, actually the majority of parents wanted face-to-face parents' evenings, whereas as you make your way further up the school, certainly in the 6th form, there was an overwhelming majority of parents in the 6th form that wanted to remain virtual. And as I said to you a couple of weeks back, it really does polarise opinions. But somehow we have to find a way through. We could have buried our head in the sand and just continued as we are. We didn't want to do that for reasons that I explained a few weeks ago. And I guess really the aim of what we're trying to do here is twofold. First of all, we want to provide the best possible opportunity for you as parents and carers to come and interact with us as staff to support the progress that your children are making and have those meaningful conversations in the way that you want to, the way that you would prefer, whether that be virtual or face-to-face. But I also have a responsibility to support my staff and be mindful of workload for staff. And obviously with 85% of staff saying that they want to remain virtual, I do need to listen quite hard to that as well. So when you read the written version of the update, what you will see is that we've gone for a mixed economy, which some of you may have predicted, I guess, a couple of weeks back. So of the 10 parents' evenings that we have spread throughout the course of the academic year, 8 of those will remain virtual, but we will have 2 of those events face-to-face. And those 2 events will be the Year 7 Parents' Evening, and this year that is coming up on the 1st of February 2024. And it will also be one of the 2 Year 11 Parents' Evenings, and this year that will be the second of the 2 Year 11 Parents' Evenings, which is on the 21st of March. So we have the first Year 11 Parents' Evening coming up in a couple of weeks. That will remain virtual, and the second Parents' Evening for Year 11 later in the year in March, that will be face-to-face. And we will retain that balance when we plan for the academic year 2024-25. We will have the 10 events being split 8-2, as it were, 8 virtual, 2 face-to-face, with the Year 7 Parents' Evening being face-to-face and one of the 2 Year 11 Parents' Evenings being face-to-face as well. So I hope that gives you a little bit more context to what I've put in the written update this week. And a big thank you for getting involved in the consultation. That's what it's all about. And I hope that you feel that you've had your views listened to. The other thing to just throw into the mix there is that we always offer at the start of the academic year, welcome to Year 7, welcome to Year 8, so on and so forth, evenings. And we did that this year, and we had all of those events in the first few weeks of term. Now, admittedly, that is not an opportunity for you as parents to speak to the subject teachers of your children, But it is a good opportunity for you to come in and hear from key school leaders and chat with us as key school leaders about issues that you may be having that we might be able to help and direct with. And those are all face-to-face. So there's no plan to change that. So that will continue next year as well. So that was the main update for this week. I do want to finish with work of the week. And this week, work of the week goes to 2 Year 12 students, Rupert and George. And prior to half term, Rupert, George and a number of other students sat the Senior Maths Challenge. For those of you that know what that entails, it's an optional 1.5 hour maths challenge. Really quite different questions compared to what students might sit and say their GCSEs or their A-levels, much more problem-solving based questions. Really, really taxing. So 25 questions to complete in an hour and a half. They get more difficult as you make your way through the paper, and you do actually get points deducted for incorrect answers. So the emphasis is not necessarily on students finishing the paper, but actually on taking their time and making sure that the questions they submit are as correct as they possibly can be. But Rupert and George did so well, they achieved the coveted gold certificate, which is highly sought after. This, of course, is a national challenge. It's not just something that we do in school. So they're competing against students all across the country, and they were actually placed in the top 10% of all students nationally. So a formidable achievement. Many congratulations to each of Rupert and George. And I thought a nice way to finish the video update this week would be for me to just share with you a couple of the questions that they had to attempt on that Senior Maths Challenge prior to half term. So in a moment, the video will go quiet and I will put the 2 questions up on the screen, and you have 7 days to have a go at those 2 questions. And I will post the answers next week. I do hope that you're keeping well, and look forward to talking to you in a week's time. All the best.